audience. As we are about to begin shortly, kindly give me your ear. Before we begin, I have a few nice housekeeping notes to make. During the whole program, I would want to request everyone's cooperation to give their complete attention and their best interest. Disabling your speaker for the rest of the session, and if you guys have any questions, please do put them down in the chat box. Thank you.
There she was.
Assalamualaikum. Testing 1, 2, 3. Saya?
Ya, Doktor. Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We warmly welcome you all to this lovely program. And I assure you that it will be full of excitement as well as a knowledge about NFT. I am Nur Alia and I will be your MC for today. So before we move on, let us begin with the recitation of a doa will be led by the Saudara Tuan Ahmad Firdaus.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma innaka khaliqul azim, innaka samiun alim, innaka ghafurur rahim, innaka rabbul arsyil azim, innaka al-barrul jawadul karim. Ya Allah, Engkaulah yang mempunyai segala kepujian. Engkaulah yang berhak menerima segala kepujian. Engkaulah yang berhak menerima segala kesyukuran. Engkaulah yang memiliki segala pemerintahan, di tangan Engkau segala kebajikan, kepada Engkaulah kembali segala urusan. Allahumma ya Karim ya Rahim, cucurilah rahmat dan rahimmu ke atas majlis Nft Talk yang diadakan pada malam ini. Ya fa'alul lima yurid. Rabbana 'alaika tawakkalna wa 'alaika anabna wa ilaikal masir. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi washabihi wasallam. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Thank you to Saudara Tuan Ahmad Firdaus for the recitation of a doa just now. So today we have a special panelist which is professional technologist Dr. Anwar Mat Isa. Now I want to introduce a little bit of introduction about our panelists for today. So Dr. Mohd Anuar is actually a company's founder of iExploTech, and he is a freelance researcher and embedded system developer with 2 PhDs in the technology. So mostly his research is focused on asymmetric cryptography, lightweight cryptography, international relations, and more. Not only that, but he also has written numerous journal and conference papers about the embedded system and cryptography. So that's a little bit about our panelists. Let's continue our agenda for today. So please welcome Dr. Anwar to give a speech and share a knowledge about the NFT.
We start now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Assalamualaikum and good morning. Very late evening right now. Morning sebab kelam lagi. Thank you organizer, Cik Nur Alia. Okay, and then kepada organizer yang lain juga, terima kasih kerana menjemput saya untuk bagi sharing hari ini. Saya rasa ramai juga kat luar kawan-kawan saya daripada pensyarah, daripada mungkin security, mungkin akan lihat sama YouTube kita yang kita buat ni. So probably some international student also covers lah. So I just intro in Malay probably, and mostly all the sharing will be in English. I hope also during the sharing internet is okay. I do not know when we have a very rarely I have a live on the Friday night. Normally I went to having a dinner with my wife somewhere around, right? But anyway, for education, for knowledge, yeah, I'm holding to say. Okay, my name is Anwar, Dr. Anwar. Some people call me Dr. Square. Doesn't matter as long as people know me. Okay, this evening, late evening, I hope that all the participants, if you have questions along the way, you can ask me. I believe that we're going to end by around 10, right? Yep, we're going to finish on that moment. I don't want to go too much on technical. Normally, even one day also not finish whenever I will give sharing on blockchain. But today I just make simple. I do not show the hands-on because I mostly work on a hands-on, technical, on the coding part. But I can have demo because only 1 hour, right? 1 hour, normally we have a very short discussion only. So I'm going to start sharing my screen right now so that you can have some view. Do you guys can see all this right now? Okay.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, good. Just put this girl down here a bit. Sorry. Okay. So that I can see you guys see it live. Sometimes I just talk along. Normally internet disconnected, so it's a bit hard for me if you just enjoying, but somehow we have it connected. Okay. As I mentioned previously, I'm a CTO of the iExploTech. I did my PhD in electrical engineering and also computer science. I believe that learning in local university served me well until now, because the learning that I learned in electrical engineering and computer science that made me today, especially I did my PhD in electrical engineering in UiTMDiHatiku. I know some people see me as staff in UiTMDiHatiku, but I'm not. I also did PhD in computer science in UTM. So people see me around there. I my bachelor degree in Uni 10, so very close to UTM, right? I also have a diploma in IT from the UTM KL. So that's me. I just moving around KL only. I do not have masters. I do directly PhD because I have a first class degree. Okay, that's a bit on me. Today we're going to share on the non-fungible token. We're going to look at what is fungible and what is called non. That even fungible also do not know what is that. How you can learn about non. So we're going to see it at one. Okay, I'm a secretary of RTTM, Blockchain Network. Then also after this we're going to see a bit on the what is RTTM. I also actively involved in Steel Research Laboratory in UiTMDiHatiku, Faculty Electrical Engineering. Now they are not called faculty anymore, but in the Twin Tower, Tower 2. So I'm also actively involved in the Malaysia Society of Cryptology Research, the one that do all cryptography stuff, and they are all mathematics stuff. and then they are based normally at UiTM lah, at the span. So okay, opening remark for NFT, buying a piece of digital artwork over the internet. So you want to buy something at a very cheap price, and somehow you become owner of the digital token or something like proof that you are the owner of the asset or something that you share over the internet. That's the idea of NFT. At the end, you can put anything over the internet, but how to prove that you are the owner of the file? So that's the thing, that keyword that makes NFT becomes one platform that for whoever wants to share over the internet, they want to show that this thing is made by me, not somebody else own. So there's so many people copy around the world, right? You can see YouTube, somebody copy YouTube and make a short one, a copy collection and everything. That means how we can trace back the authorship of the file. That's a problem. So that's why NFT one of the way that to ensure that you can claim that this is your own made, your hard work or your creative art that you have been done and you upload over internet. Okay, even you, if let's say you like to draw manga, it's something like Japanese anime, something, you're also part of the NFT. Comic book can be NFT. So it's not something like it's new thing. Actually, you can do anything. Something that you share over the internet, then the only owner is you. So you want to show that you are the owner of the comic. So that can be the way that you can use NFT platform. So Bitcoin, of course, people use Bitcoin as a digital answer for the cryptocurrency. NFT is a way around for digital answer for collectivity. Collectively, something like something like audio, video, image. We call it collective. Okay. It also implemented so if you go to the MongoDB, Mongo database, they call collective. They not call table. MySQL, they're using table to storing data, but in Mongo, they call collective, collection. So that's the thing that, something that decentralized technology on the database. So another thing is that digital artists are seeing their life changing thanks to the message of the sale of new crypto. That means you do not need to be something that somebody, local celebrity. You can just do something involving the art or asset. You just upload internet. You can show that you are the owner of the file. Probably you can claim your something like royalty when somebody use whatever creative art you have done. So that's one of the ideas that the basic concept or idea motivate people want to do NFT. So before we start, I want to introduce a bit background, what I did in Malaysia, what Malaysia did on blockchain. Okay, actually I actively involved in Institusi Pengajian Tinggi Malaysia IPTM project or network. It's a collaboration between a lecturer or researcher in UC. You see that all these UC, some of the lecturer or researchers, they involving want to do exploration on technical hands-on real things on the blockchain, not something that reading just publication paper. Yeah, I believe that we have managed to set up blockchain not around USM, UMBES, Cyber Malaysia, UPM and everything set up in year 2019. Okay, before the COVID halted all the everything, so we managed to start the running blockchain node. So that's the basic idea, that give the knowledge to the lecturer so that the lecturer can share back the knowledge to the student, their hands-on part, not just reading the text, book or research paper. I love this one because you can give the knowledge to the lecturer and the lecturer have a student FYP or final project. At the end, this student, industry needs them to work as a platform developer for the blockchain. You cannot blame the country. You do not have a student graduate to blockchain if the industry itself do not help the lecturer to build or to give knowledge, sharing knowledge so that the student can be generated back to the industry. That means before industry can have a student, industry will access back to the UC. And UC can generate a graduate, and at the end, industry get back what they want is a student or staff that can work on the blockchain. That's the idea of the IPTM. At the end, everybody should get all the win-win situation. So IPTM is open collaboration between researchers. So each university, we have one blockchain node that writing the ledger. They're taking turn writing the ledger. For example, every 5 seconds go to UPM and then go to UTM, and this going around, something like round robin. So taking turn writing the ledger. Ledger is something like the transaction of the blockchain. Okay, Cyber Malaysia work as a secretariat, and whatever product you want to have security verification, you can go to Cyber Malaysia. Steering board also as secretariat for the ISO product verifier, for the anything that involving blockchain, more on the ISO verifier. iExploTech work as secretariat to assisting IPTM to run IPTM network as well, more on technical. I have a open source website, so sharing all the IPTM stuff. I believe that you can go to this. Yep, this one. So most of the material, smart contract, or all the test training on everything I put here so that people can do the blockchain. Even you can run blockchain node, for example, you can go to IPTM Get. You can have a test net that being deployed for a single node. They could download and run in your computer. This is using Ethereum. You can run Ethereum, that you can deploy your NFT smart contract inside this node. Everything is ready. They got also manual here. You can run on Mac, Linux, or Windows. Windows always have a problem with terminal hang. You can use a virtual machine in Windows that run Linux or running on Mac. So there's a bit on the open source sharing. So at the end, Syareena also work as a secretariat to verify identity of product based on blockchain later on in next years. I hope that everybody can have a verified identity using blockchain, whereby Syareena will provide the solution so that everybody you can verify, because everybody can generate identity on blockchain, but we don't know who is this guy or girl, or scam. So Syareena will provide that solution. Objective IPTM is to develop testnet and mainnet so that everybody can share the blockchain node. That means you can deploy NFT over IPTM for testing only. For production, you need to think another way around because you want to people to pay you. So you need to have another platform or modification platform. And then we want to have a application sharing. For example, we have scroll, verification certificate, and many things you can run sharing on the same blockchain network. So at the end, we want to have open source, and then we want to have technology transfer and sharing between IPTM secretariat and local university. That's the noble work of the IPTM collaboration. It's not for money, for the purpose that it's open source. So that at the end, the industry get the student that knowing the blockchain. That so far very difficult to find a graduate student that blockchain, because you are not doing blockchain. And normally people with the final year project that want to do blockchain. Okay, this is a bit on a review project by iExploTech on a related to blockchain only, no other things, only blockchain. So we have in 2019, we have in the cryptography department, Cyber Malaysia, we do testing and smart pay system testing on for the blockchain verification, and also IPTM testnet also involved in the by Cyber Malaysia. Another thing is that iExploTech also do cryptocurrency traceability and custody for Department of Forensic Cyber Malaysia until now. For example, somebody do betting, illegal, whatever, gambling using cryptocurrency, how the government or the PDRM and FCC or SPRM want to custody, rampas cryptocurrency tu. We must have system, gunakan web, gunakan mobile and everything to custody the customer so that can go to the court. And we also have many student projects, our speakers, product verification website, and literature that you can see a lot news on the next year about the Syareena did all something like tsunami come from Syareena that show that all the blockchain provided by Syareena. It's a huge thing. So just wait next year. And then I blockchain cashless wallet for merchant and buyer between UiTM and Pelabuhan Transport, Dr. Fairuz, NFT music chain, UMBEST, Dr. Muzaffar, Smart Privacy Project Uniten by Prof. Saman, Micro-Credential, UiTM Caklam, Prof. Dr. Syareena, Blockchain Certificate Validation ISIM, Puan Khatijah daripada SDEC, QPTM, Prof. Ramlan dan Dr. Gokhan lagi. And then certificate UiTM Skudai also now I'm doing, because this Saturday also have a training in UiTM Skudai, okay, on the blockchain scroll. And then another thing, Unimed also not confirmed yet. I do not know what's going to happen by next year. Blockchain Castle Wallet UPN, Dr. Zuriati, okay, Fakulti Computer Science, and also NFT platform UKM, Dr. Prof. Madya Nur Hizam dengan Prof. Aini, Dekan Fakulti Ekonomi. So doing now, we want to look at collaboration, how to set up NFT platform, and also international NFT platform with legal. If you already want to have legal thing on NFT, we also look at how to show patent, copyright, involving UKM. UKM is something that involving the lembaga penjabatan film. So more on the art, creative art to protect the art. So also collaboration with Japan American Music Organization lah. You want to have something copyright. You don't want people to clone. Normally in NFT, people just upload. Anybody can copy. That's a problem. You want to protect the idea, not just in the blockchain-based protection, but also in legally. So that now NFT is not protected by legal, only protected by blockchain. So that's why it's not enough lah. If you want to have something that very high value things, right? So at the end, collaboration IPTM is to provide objective, something like to testing, develop, and share the knowledge, and transfer. So that's the things that I want to. I just go. Okay, this one. Okay, NFT. Okay, where is NFT? We talk about blockchain and everything. First, we think that blockchain is not a big thing. It's something like distributed ledger technology. We call it the technology ledger teragih. Actually, this picture actually not very up to date. Supposed to be there is a new thing, especially on deck one. But so far, just keep that for the basic one. If you really go depth, it's something else. Just want to give you a general picture so that you can visualize what is a blockchain, what is something like hyperledger and everything. Hyperledger and IOTA specialist or Tangle is for IoT stuff, is a different technology platform. And Ethereum, that the one that hosting right now, the most popular platform that hosting NFT is Ethereum. Because the Ethereum allow you to have something like smart contract here. There's something like this. This is smart contract. You can write your own code into a blockchain and run inside the blockchain. That we call smart contract ataupun kontrak tinta. So we deploy an Ethereum network and then you can do all the NFT stuff. So inside the Ethereum network, not Bitcoin. Bitcoin does not allow you to write something code in the blockchain. They only allow you to write some log and also allow you to do transfer cryptocurrency only. NAM also similar to almost Ethereum. They provide also a lot of platform whereby NAM being used by Scroll, Malaysia, KPT. So something like that, but NFT mostly running Ethereum. And also BitchainDB, we talk about the decentralized database. Also, can you store a lot of data inside BitchainDB? This is only a platform that allow you to store huge data on blockchain. Others, you store very small data. Okay, Hyperledger is another blockchain technology. We call also blockchain lah because it's a bit difficult because to understand it because it's running multiple block, multiple asynchronous, something like it's not just one by step block, but they have parallel block. They call something like directed acid graph. Transaction can be right in multiple. We can have a multiple block zero for the channel 1, block 0, channel 2, block 0, channel 3. That means in Ethereum, Bitcoin, they only have one block 0, block 1, block 2, they contribute. But in Hyperledger, they can have multiple block 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is a little bit messy. That's why we call it directed acid graph. So Hyperledger is a platform for the private environment, for the enterprise. For example, you want to have a permissioned or private blockchain. It's good to use Hyperledger Fabric. Hyperledger got a lot of Hyperledger. If you want to use NFT on the Hyperledger, you can choose Hyperledger Besu, BESU, whereby smart contract that you write in Ethereum, you can run also in Hyperledger. They call it Hyperledger Besu, not Hyperledger Fabric, not Sotus, not Iroha. There's many Hyperledger there. So only Besu can run NFT smart contract. But right now, rarely we can see that NFT platform because running on Besu, they mostly running using Ethereum platform. This is the app or something like mobile. The app can be a web, decentralized app, whereby you can access all the API smart contract here through the UI. They call the app. So we want a little bit on the technology. In 2021, they disrupted of the whereby something like debut for the NFT. You can see that from here at the top here, whereby NFT come in 2021, it becomes so popular. It's part of the become something like technology that we're looking at the moment. So non-fungible token. And then also at this moment, they also have a decentralized identity, whereby to verify your identity with decentralized technology, not centralizable. Right now, if you want to verify your identity, for example, at the identity, for example, staff, you need to go to the server staff. If you want to verify your IC, you need to go to the Jabatan Pendaftaran Negara. So that's very difficult. Server down lah tak jalan. Okay, so that's problem. So there is another thing that decentralized finance. So there are many things right now. So in 2021, how about 2022? 2022 talk about metaverse. Wow, very interesting. All the thing that you can see here, somebody that climbing the hill is something doing research. It's not production yet. Okay, when climbing the hill, when they become at the top of the hill, most of the big organizations already have it. Something like Microsoft or something that have a big huge of the money that they can start doing the thing. We can see that here when they go to bottom here, this is no longer part of research. It's more on something that already become product or market. So that's why you can see here NFT also going a little bit down here. Okay, also decentrality here. So that means this will become the norm right now. It's truly you talk about you are requesting training sharing for the NFT. You are requesting at the right time. Because right now NFT is become the thing that people expectation of the technology for emerging technology. You are choosing the right one because it is the thing that we do now. It's not something like we call it cryptocurrency. No, cryptocurrency is normal thing already. Okay, before we talk about non-fungible token, do you know what is fungible? That's challenge, right? You try to talk something non, but you even fungible also you don't know what is a fungible. Is a fungi something? You get infection fungi something? Okay. That's the thing that we want to know that. First is that what is fungible? We call it a properties of a good or commodity, something like asset, we can say asset, whose individual units are essentially interchangeable. Each of whose part is indistinguishable from any other part. Macam tak faham kan? What is indistinguishable? Not be able to identify as different. Actually, you can have two things. You cannot be differentiate. Okay, indistinguishable. Distinguishable, you boleh bezakan. Indistinguishable, tak boleh bezakan. Okay. Contohnya kan, fungible token can be exchanged or replaced. For example, you ada RM50 RM50 note, you can easily be exchanged to 10 of the RM5. That means you also get RM5. That means about a fungible token here, fungible thing, you ada RM50, tapi you boleh you dapat juga RM50, mungkin dalam RM50 of the bilangan RM1 pun dapat RM50. Jadi you dapat RM50 juga. You boleh dapat RM50 sekeping pun boleh. You boleh dapat RM20, campur RM20, campur RM10 pun boleh dapat RM50. That means it's fungible. Walaupun benda tu berbeza, okay, beza di kertas berbeza, tapi at the end dia come satu value iaitu RM50 juga. That means RM50 di sini dia bukannya satu benda yang unik. You boleh derive RM50 daripada nombor lain. Nombor yang tak boleh derive, contoh nombor prime number kan. For example, prime number, you cannot derive prime number from other number. Okay, something like you could divide it, get prime number. So that means prime number is one example that something like you cannot, is a unique. Now, other numbers, for example, you can easily get it, but it's different from the prime number. So here we talk about it's non-prime number. Whatever we talk about fungible, it's not a prime number, but it's a normal number that you can derive that number from other numbers by multiplying or division or something like that. So here, fungible is something like you can derive the same thing from other things. Okay. For example, you can derive RM50 from combination of the 10 of the RM5 or combination of RM1 for 50 times 50 note of RM1, you can also get RM50. That means we call it fungible. You can be exchanged, can be exchanged or replaced with once keping RM50 boleh replace dengan 10 keping on RM5. That means it's a fungible. You boleh buat transaksi. You boleh tukar. That we call fungible. Okay. So that's fungible. So saya baca slide lain dulu. That's it. So a little bit on transaction volume. Saya rasa macam satu slide tinggal. Patut pergi sini. Okay. Patut di sini. Sorry, tak terlompat sekejap. Okay, actually what is about fungible lagi. Okay. Okay, ini fungible sama lagi. Sebenarnya tadi slide terlompat sikit, minta maaf. Okay, fungible contohnya cryptocurrency Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin dan Ethereum pun you boleh tukar. Actually, let's say you have one Bitcoin, You want to get something like equivalent 1 Bitcoin in Ethereum. Yes, you can go to the exchange, you can get some value, some Ether. For example, 1 Bitcoin, you can get equivalent to Bitcoin value. For example, right now, probably you need to have around 12 Ethereum equivalent to 1 Bitcoin. That means you can do, you can exchangeable between value. They say I have 1 Bitcoin. I also have proof that you can give somebody 1 Bitcoin by giving 12 Ethereum to them. Kan? You can, but let's say I'm asking you to give 1 Bitcoin to me. You can give me something like 12 Ethereum equivalent to Bitcoin, then I can convert back to get 1 Bitcoin also. So that means that's fungible. Boleh ditukar, boleh di exchange. Okay, gold sebenarnya emas is also fungible because the value, let's say you go to the internet, you can go see that 999 gram of gold, 5 something, 550 something. So there is some value gold, but gold, for example, you can have in a coin, you can have it in gold or bar, necklace or ring, but the 1 gram price still, for example, the price gold still 240 ringgit for 1 gram. It can be either in necklace, let's say you are choosing a mask 9999, it can be a necklace, can be a bar, can be in gold, can be a coin, but the 1 gram is still same thing. Let's say I give you, you give me 1 coin with 5 gram, I can give back something like necklace or ring, something like equivalent to size of the, to you, equivalent to the 5 gram size. That means this is same thing. It's interchangeable, okay? So that means this is fungible. Sebab you boleh buat pertukaran. Boleh tukar because even in different form, different bentuk, tapi still you can do all the, you can see measurement, the value can still representing the same amount. Except, what is non-fungible? Kat sini, example non-fungible is that gold statue made by famous artist is not considered as fungible. For example, you can see the guy right with the gold one, because it's not about the gold, the price. It's about the art that made by the artist. Because you can, if you go, let's say, you have this guy, this statue at the right side here. You sell to somebody, probably you can get price more than the actual price of a gram of gold. Because of what? Because of the art to making this thing, the effort to making this statue by the famous artist. For example, Leonardo, not DiCaprio, some Leonardo. Okay, they make this thing. Probably the actual gold probably only require probably one ton. I don't know, big 1 ton. But the price actual probably, if you sell because it's non-fungible, probably the price probably 10 times of the price of gold. That is called non-fungible because you cannot. Gold statue is very rare. It's unique. You cannot just trading using directly the same amount weight of gold. Cannot be tradable based on the weight of the gold or quality of the gold because it's made by artists. That is called non-fungible because this thing is unique. A thing is fungible when all equivalent amount of that thing are interchangeable. That means you can do exchange. Okay? You can, for example, in the 50 ringgit, you can get something like 50 ringgit equal either using 50 ringgit 1 pieces or just 10 of the 5 ringgit or 50 of 1 ringgit or how many? 5,000 or 1 cent. You can also get 50 ringgit. So that's the thing that we talk about non-fungible. Non-fungible is unique. Okay. At the end, NFT, okay, this will go to the NFT, what is non-fungible token. NFT is a unique digital identifier that cannot be copied. It's a unique digital identifier, unique ID, unique things, unique asset. They cannot be copied, cannot be substituted, or cannot be subdivided. That is recorded in blockchain. That is used to certify authenticity or ownership. So that means that's the way that you can show that anything that you made by you is unique. Nobody has the same thing. You can use as an NFT or non-fungible. You can store inside the NFT platform. You cannot store 1 ringgit. 1 ringgit is not an NFT thing because you can be accessible to other things. But you need to make something that unique. For example, you draw some picture. Only you draw that picture. Nobody have the same thing. That means you become NFT something. because it's not fungible. It cannot be exchangeable. It's unique made by you. Okay, uniquely identified asset of an NFT is recorded in the blockchain. So they can, when you record it in the blockchain, that means you can transfer the ownership of the asset or the thing that you by the owner to other people. That we call it a soul. That's how people make the money or do trade it. Okay, claim. Another thing, claim is that this is an NFT claim. No, I'm saying it's good, but it's claimed that NFT provide a public certificate of the authenticity or proof of ownership. Whatever you put in the NFT, you can bind your identity. Identity actually bukan nama IC you lah, but the identity of the blockchain owned by you to the item that you put in the blockchain or to the public. So that means they only provide public certificate or verification of the identity of the ownership of the asset or the thing that you put, but they cannot recover until legal right to convey by NFT. So that means national level, that means you cannot go to the court. Okay, very difficult to go to the court because it's not part of legal that says in the court or in the constitution. So just something like this thing, you can show that it's owned by you because it store the data or transaction in the blockchain. So that's how you claim that the unique thing you made by you. For example, you draw some manga or anime something, cartoon something, and you draw it, you scan it, you upload into NFT platform, and then you say that this belongs to me. Okay, so let's say you can anyone that want to claim the image is belongs to somebody else, but you already show that you have proof that you're the one that uploaded into the platform, and the platform will store the information that your identity is not your IC, but the account of the blockchain that you have owned by you. Only you know the password to unlock the account. That means you become the owner. So you upload into the blockchain, the blockchain will tie in the account of your blockchain, your account blockchain with the asset that you upload into the NFT platform. That means you can bind between item, asset with your identity, blockchain identity. So that means you become the owner. And then later on, if you want to transfer the ownership, let's say you want to sell to somebody else, you can transfer because you are the owner. You can do something transaction on a platform, do transferring the ownership to other people. That's how people make money on NFT part lah. Okay, so that means ownership by blockchain. So no legal meaning. You cannot go to this one. It's not something like copyright. It's not something like intellectual properties or other rights because we're just talking about blockchain show that you are the owner. It's very difficult to go to court. Restriction, the sharing of copy of a digital file and does not prevent creation NFT that refer to this problem, NFT. Because of the, even if let's say you have that copyright, you only have copyright in Malaysia. If you truly want to have copyright, you need to go to all countries, you copyright every country. The same thing. Because you copyright in Malaysia only work in Malaysia, but somebody else in other country can copy your digital art and then claim that he's registered to the something that, for example, in France or in America, register as their own, and then they can use in the America. That means if you truly want to protect your creative art, you need to register copyright in all other countries. Probably people don't know, right? So the restriction that even though you copyright, you store into the blockchain, but you cannot prevent that somebody using the same item as, for example, we are using Ethereum as a blockchain to refer the asset of the NFT thing, but somebody also can create another platform that referring to the same thing that the one that you uploaded, claim that he the one the owner. That's challenging. That's why I'm creating a project that for international level to protect the owner of the art or something that normally art people want to protect their whatever audio video they made by them. Okay, so NFT Ethereum blockchain is something like this. You have a block data and a lot of blocks. Inside the block, they will put some author. This is called address or account or blockchain account. This is the type of the Ethereum account. That means you have some Ethereum account, something like this. This is the identity or author of the item. And then there is some smart contract. It's something that whereby all the instruction of the NFT is storing here. And then the contract ID 49214 is something that item non-fungible. It means all the non-fungible item that you upload, for example, the picture, audio, video, you can get some ID. And this ID, you can get URL from the ID. For example, when you go to this ID, you put into the system, into the API, you can get the link where is the storage file being stored. So that means as long as you have the ID, call the API. This example in localhost lah. Normally people store it inside the IPFS, Interplanetary File System, or Ethereum on the public database lah. Public data or something like where we can store the NFT data for the outside from the blockchain. You can see from this picture, NFT storage. For example, here you have some artwork here. You upload into NFT storage, and then the content of the artwork, or called metadata, you store it inside the Ethereum smart contract. You do not store the artwork in the blockchain. You store the metadata into the blockchain smart contract. It's something like IPFS, something like this is the identity of the artwork that be stored in the NFT storage. And then inside the storage network, you can retrieve back using IPFS gateway, Interplanetary File System gateway. So you can retrieve back, you can look back in the website and wherever you can see the picture back. So that means that's how where people can, even though people can see this, that's the problem. You uploading into NFT you do not protect people from accessing the item. Okay, you do not protect it. You only protect claiming that the file is owned by you. If you upload a video, audio video, people can say download, play it. Okay, you can watch it because you do not encrypt the data, right? You only upload the raw data, art. So anybody can see the thing, okay, from the IPFS gateway. So the only thing you can protect is that you are claiming that the file that you uploaded inside the NFT platform is owned by you, not somebody else. If somebody used that file in other country, see, you couldn't do anything, right? But you can still claim that this file belongs to me in the blockchain, but people can still access your file. So you need to understand that NFT is something that it's not encryption. It's not something that preventing people from downloading your picture. Okay, it's not about security. It's about providing the decentralized identity ownership of the item or the asset. Back into this one. Okay, we come back here. Okay, it's a bit on overview. I need to look at time. Okay, NFT transaction volume. In 2022, NFT transaction volume slowed down dramatically. Okay, they went down. It's not something like 2021. From January until September, the trading volume collapsed by 97%. Oh, huge. Collapsed 97%. That means they only left 3%. From 70 billion, just 462 billion. Collapse, 97%. Okay. There's a reason for that. We can see later on. In June 2022, okay, total number that is still were only around 90,000 with a dollar value just around 30,000 million. It's small. It's a world wide web, worldwide. It's a world transaction, but only 30 million something. It's too small. Okay, that's the thing that happened in transaction volume. March until June, somehow market cap fell by 44%, while trading volume collapsed 50%. So everything is collapsing. And then right line with the falling cryptocurrency price, particularly Ethereum, and also particularly on the Bitcoin. The simple general rule, see in the beginning of the Bitcoin, when Bitcoin price went down, all the cryptocurrency went down. The price. Okay, that formula happened right now. The Bitcoin, the price less than $20,000. Last time, the price Bitcoin around $60,000 or $64,000. Right now, just fell very, very slowly. And then someone just left, I believe that around how many? $16,000. So Ethereum went down. I just look at the price Ethereum right now. It's around only $1,300. I believe that. Last time, Ethereum went to more than $4,000. See, the Bitcoin also rise. Okay, in May 2022, single highest value trading NFT story was just 118,000, something like that. Okay, that's the biggest one so far that's happened. Okay, the value around 780,000 million. That's the biggest one. And somehow we call it right now crypto winter. It's very cool, right? When winter, people very cannot work, cannot do anything. So we call it crypto winter right now, whereby all the transactions went down, and price very low, and then it's not very hard to show that recovery. So we call it crypto winter right now for the especially cryptocurrency. Not cryptography, yeah. Cryptography, no. People always do encryption, decryption. It's a cryptocurrency winter. Another thing that cryptocurrency exchange exists. Since the price drop in July 2022, two major cryptocurrency platforms, Voyager and Celsius, declared bankrupt. In November 2022, just a couple days ago, a week ago, crypto exchange FTX suffered major liquidity crisis and filed for Chapter 11. Chapter 11 in US, it's something like it's a document to apply in the US for US finance for bankrupt. Okay, FTX has value its asset around 10 billion to 50 billion and listed more than 130 affiliated companies around the world according to its bankrupt filing. That means whoever invests around 10 to 50 billion, this one lost everything, gone. Just something like that. That's the dangerous one when you play with the fire of cryptocurrency or the blockchain. Blockchain is okay technologies, but the cryptocurrency stuff. Anything can happen, just go bankrupt. Whatever, let's say you put all your investment or money there, or your saving in the cryptocurrency, somehow just something like that, gone. So at the end, Elliptic estimate is another company, estimate that on the Saturday, that 437 million was missing from the exchange. FTX CEO say that it's switching the ability to trade or withdraw. That means when they cannot having a problem, they will freeze function to withdraw cryptocurrency from the exchange. How you can withdraw the money? At the end, the customer lost everything. Why they cannot withdraw the asset? Because the company bankrupt. If bank you can still go, but this cryptocurrency somewhere not in Malaysia, it's somewhere else. So how you do anything? You just lost. Okay, you lost everything. For example, the thing is Luna, crypto token first question on the from Luna crypto token, the price that one token $120 just drop just 2 cents dollar. It's about 99.9% price crash. Okay, price to crash, and then within 48 hours, Black Swan event in March. Okay, there's something called Black Swan event lah. Okay, it's something like called explode hit the earth lah. You cannot see anything, right? Become black, destroy everything. Probably this is something like when it explode hit the earth, there probability that 99.9% everything destroy. Probably 0.22% is something like survive people or animal or something like that. It's something like asteroid hit the earth lah. What happened to Luna? So by understanding this one, you need to understand that when you involve in the cryptocurrency world, you need to be aware that the risk. Don't look at only at the very fast cash money, right? You need to look also at the risk. That's how the way that Islam way doing. Islam Muamalat we go to look at and not just about fast money, also the consequences of the muamalat you do. Okay, why NFT become popular? Because it started 2015. Okay, so it's quite earlier. And then it's a problem that at the moment, previously cannot do the NFT because we didn't have a blockchain technology to protect the transaction. You cannot go to every country, right, to have a copyright in every country. Very difficult to apply copyright. You also have a cost. You want to have copyright. For example, you want to have copyright on the source code. In my IPO, if you send for individual, is around 100 ringgit, less than 100 ringgit, around that. You can submit for copyright for one, either audio, either one video, or either one, doesn't matter. It's called sastra. Okay, because I submit a couple of copyright because sastra. If I submit source code, if I submit smart contract solidity, Ethereum, also it's called sastra. So that's the thing. So at the end, if you know that when someone buy a non-fungible token, they get ownership of the content. At the same time, when the asset is sold, The original creator get 10% cut. That means with the platform getting 5%. That means somehow whoever make the platform for the NFT, they can always charging people some portion, at least 10% of the item that being sold. Wow, you can see. That's why people want to become a lot. Rather than become the NFT creator, better to become NFT platform owner. You can charge all the NFT creators, right? That's something like Alibaba and also Shopee. They do not sell the item, but they just provide the platform for the trading. So and then ongoing revenue. That's why people love to collect the money from the using owner of the NFT platform become richer rather than NFT user, because they collect all the charging to the user. That's why if you want to do NFT, you probably look at one of the things that a platform owner, not just become just user. Okay. To be honest with you guys, it is something like confidential. The actual one people use NFT for the money laundering. They want to get the cash money, because when you transaction in blockchain, people do not know who you are. So to make money come back to your company as a clean money doing a business, you use a NFT platform as a place that you can sell. For example, you make some picture, cartoon or sketching. You put the price is around 2 Ethereum. 2 Ethereum is around right now 1,300 USD times 2, you get $2,300 for just claiming one small picture sketch. And then by doing that, you can always cleaning all the dirty money or the laundry money become to your company money. That's a good thing. That's a purpose. That's why all the NFT become popular. It's not about selling the thing, but to cover up all the laundry stuff and become so perfectly easily to make the money become. It's no longer dirty money. It's a business money. That's one of the biggest thing. All the billion transaction you see last year. Okay. How the NFT different from other cryptocurrency? Like I mentioned before, cryptocurrency are fungible. You can changing between the value. NFT is unique. The thing that you want to put NFT must be unique. It cannot be the same thing. Okay. So if you use the same thing, for example, you have some text file. You put the text file hello world. Hello world. Just imagine a text file. You put hello world with the same character. You put into NFT, and somebody else also putting the same thing in an NFT using hello world. That means this is identical. It's not. It's something like fungible. It's not an NFT. So in NFT, you make sure that NFT must be unique. If not, you have a problem claiming ownership of the file in terms of the blockchain environment. Not go to legal yet. Just in the environment, blockchain environment, very difficult to claim ownership. Okay, I think that, for example, the last satu picture, right? Even though you can have Mona Lisa picture, is something that it cannot be exchangeable. It's a very unique that we call NFT. If you have something like printing people, let's say you have a printing of the poster Anwar Ibrahim, right? You have poster Anwar Ibrahim for the last election, right? You have a lot of poster Anwar Ibrahim. It's not NFT. It's something like copy, too many copy. You cannot put into NFT Anwar Ibrahim. Okay? Because it's the same thing copy, copy many, right? So it's not no longer NFT. It's just something like duplicate thing. Okay? You can have Anwar Ibrahim, a big picture, small picture, a puzzle picture, but still it's not NFT thing. Because it's not unique. So NFT must be unique. Okay, this one, it's a bit on NFT. Digital asset. NFT is a digital asset that representing internet collective art, music, game with authentic certificate created by blockchain technology. That means this is saying that this art, for example, you have one, even you can say that your bachelor degree or diploma, you can, how to verify that your bachelor diploma certificate is certificate, is a actual blockchain. First, you can call registrar from UC. The employer want to hire you, they call it, okay, call registrar, okay, that's true, this student graduated from my UC, yeah, this correct, okay. So another one is that just a manual thing. You can use a blockchain technology, you check on the blockchain, this certificate number is bounded to your name or not, belong to your name or not. The same thing here, you have a picture, image, everything, you can look back, either this or the image, art, everything is bounded to your account or not, your blockchain account, because it will, all the thing will be mapped to your blockchain account. So that means you can show that your blockchain account is right, and then this means you are the owner of the file without revealing your IC and everything. Blockchain, you do not need to revealing your name. You just need to revealing your account address. Even though that's why you can see that many attack right now, people at you call it ransomware, they're attacking, asking people to pay Bitcoin, $1 to decrypt back the disk in ransomware. There's a blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is good, but there is a lot of people use for abuse or malicious thing, bad thing. Another thing claim that by NFT, a unique identification of extensive that bind into a blockchain, therefore it cannot be forced or manipulated. Okay, this is the thing about talking about the blockchain. It's not about the uniqueness of the NFT, but it's about blockchain. The assumption is based on blockchain node and trustworthy node. As long as a blockchain node, the one that hosting the Ethereum, is still trustworthy, at least more than 50% node, blockchain node Ethereum, still honest node, more than 50%. It's honest node, it's doing the job properly. That means all the NFT is secure. If there are many people do try to do attack by congregate ataupun bekerjasama, collaborate, and then try to do attack on the blockchain node, then the attacker managed to own more than 50% of the mining or writing the ledger on the blockchain node. That means the claim that saying that NFT is non-forced or manipulated is totally wrong. It's failed. It's all rely on the blockchain assumption that blockchain is running by honest node more than 50%, or we call it more than 51%. This based on a system, based on blockchain. Exchange, okay, NFT takes place with cryptocurrency. So that means when you want to buy everything, normally they put price of the Ethereum. They already put a Bitcoin because most of the Ethereum of the smart contract of the NFT running on Ethereum platform by default. Whatever transaction in Ethereum transaction on NFT, they're using Ethereum. But you can also bind to the Bitcoin because Bitcoin and Ethereum is just fungible, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum fungible. Whatever cryptocurrency, others also fungible. So it can be exchangeable. You say I want to pay one Bitcoin, okay, I can give you equivalent to Ethereum. I do the transaction on the exchange, I can get back one Bitcoin, give to you. As long as I have enough Ethereum. So I can do fungible thing with Bitcoin and Ethereum and vice versa. So how does it work? Okay, the majority of NFT reside on Ethereum cryptocurrency blockchain. So it's running on the distributed ledger technology. All rely on the block Ethereum. So NFT individual token with variable information is stored in it. It's something like metadata lah. NFT is not something like it's something like metadata like I showed previously. You're storing the metadata of the item, the number ID. That's all you can see the detail. So that's the thing that NFT. Okay. They call it individual token. It's not something like token using ERC20, something like USDT token. It's different token. It's not. That's all the thing. It's a fungible token. We're talking now. It's about non-fungible token. It's a unique. You cannot just switching between other value. Okay, this must be unique. That we call NFT. Okay. NFT is something like whole of frame has a value. You can assign a value. For example, you have one sketch or picture. You can assign 2 Ether, 4 Ether. You can also assign 1 Bitcoin. Of course, with 1 Bitcoin, equivalent to Ethereum. Like you can go to exchange check back, or 1 Bitcoin equivalent to the 12 Ethereum. You just need to pay 12 Ethereum. Fungible. So that's how you can buy non-fungible item or asset using fungible token. Okay. NFT unique data make it easy to verify because NFT, when you have a picture, image, right, or sketch and everything, or audio, video, you using hashing algorithm. When you have data, you try to do some calculation on the data on the image, you can get some value. The final value normally is very difficult to have a collusion between the value. They say that this value, even The scene or the beginning of the universe, you can also cannot compute the second. Let's say you talk about 1 second, 2 seconds. Since the beginning of the universe until now, the value still not reach amount of length. Does it mean to have two items different, to have the same value is very difficult. It's very rare to happen. Something like probability of the since the beginning of the earth until now to happen. So that means you can have a unique identity for each NFT item or asset so that they do not have collision. We call it hashing algorithm, standard hashing algorithm. That's the algo mathematics calculation to do this uniqueness ID. This is a lot of cryptography people know lah. I just go to the layman what is hashing. So NFT world is actually new to people. Okay, NFT, we talk about NFT right now. I believe that you just get idea what is fungible and non-fungible. Okay, so it's new for you. Okay, some example that NFT that exists today is that you can go to the digital collective world. Collective world ni macam something like this lah. The picture art and everything, we call collective world. And then domain game, you can assign some domain and also game and essay. We look more detail on that one. This is pretty picture. We call it NFT collective, or we call it digital content, also the same thing. Okay, content creators see the profit. Okay, by NFT, so the power of creator economy, whereby that means they can make money by, let's say I the one that have the owner of the content. I upload the NFT, somebody buy it. Let's say I put the price is because this girl so pretty. Okay, it's very nice, fancy. You see that the fires out there, right? The sun and everything. Wow, with the red and the red umbrella and everything, with the red hair and everything. Okay, so this very unique picture. So I put 20 Ethereum. I put into NFT. I sell it. Somebody buy it. He know that value picture is very more than that. He buy from me and then he resell again in the NFT platform. Probably 1,000 Ether. Just price I just put 20,000. That guy just sell 1,000 Ethereum. And probably somebody, wow, this is very fantastic picture. They also want to claim owner the picture. So they buy again, buy and sell, buy and sell. At the end, who will become the rich? Of course, the one that still become rich. But the richest one is that at the end, you know why? You know who? The platform owner of the NFT. They take you 10%, at least around 10% or below than that. You always become rich, right? Because the more transaction for the same picture, they become more richer. So that's why people love to become platform owner, platform developer of the NFT rather than become the NFT, the one that's selling the NFT thing or asset. This is gaming. Okay, you can put also avatar. You can sell through NFT. For example, you can have a couple avatar cat or avatar of human. You can sell it, and these people can use avatar inside the Facebook. They can attach. Let's say you can have a scripting. You can put that. You have a website. You can link back to the NFT data whereby you saw this picture. You can download the picture. You can see that avatar is belong to you. And then say somebody click the avatar name and of the data or the URL. You can see that this picture is owned by you. The account of the Ethereum or account of blockchain that belong to you. You are truly the owner of the picture. So people sell a lot of price here. You can sell cat and everything. That's the way that people selling the avatar as a part of the to get the money NFT. But for me, I worry about people using this avatar stuff not actually to get sell the thing, but to do money laundry, to clean the dirty money. That's I'm worried about this one NFT. Okay. Doesn't make sense. Sometimes you just sell something. For example, this red selling all my red cat cheap. Okay, so probably you put the price is 2 Ether. 2 Ether is $2,600. Okay, this is not cheap, but just for this picture, are you crazy to buy this thing? Kawaii, Neko, something like this, right? Just for that amount, so you think properly, and about what is actually NFT. So okay, investment. Okay, last time, let's say when you go to the, you want to make loan money, right? You need to put some cagaran. Okay, you kena put cagaran or grant something kereta rumah ke. Kalau you pergi kedai emas ke apa ke, you need to put cagaran juga something. So you can use that. Let's say you want to loan the money, you want to loan cryptocurrency from somebody. You can use NFT collective art and everything, as collateral payment. Let's say you want to, somebody want to loan from me 1 Bitcoin. Okay, I agree with you to loan. I will give you loan 1 Bitcoin, not just something like just on the ILO, but you need to give me some collateral of the NFT. For example, if you do not pay this payment, this thing, you need to, all the ownership of the NFT collection that you have will belong to me. All the things will be right inside the smart contract Ethereum. You can write this rule. Let's say the one that borrowed you cannot pay the money, after a certain time, you can claim the collateral of the whatever NFT collection that they have. That's how you can use for the investment and collateral. I think another thing is that NFT use domain name. That means you can put this is not common things again. You can assign some value, for example, Anuar.nft. So you can use domain NFT. Yeah? This one, the thing is common. Something like .com. Okay, you can also have your Bitcoin. Let's say you want to assign this name to a certain thing. Because if you look at the Ethereum account, it's very long. The address that I'm showing previously, I believe I showed you previously. This one is quite long. Address one, it's long. So you want to make it short, right? You are using DNS services. For example, let's say this account to belong to me. Okay, I go to the registration on the domain name. I just put Anuar.nft and then I assign that value long one to that thing. So that means, let's say want to refer to my address account, just go to Anuar.nft. They can ultimately refer back to the actual data. Something like you putting www.uitm.my, actually not UiTM. At the end, you can get back the IP address of UiTM, right? That's the same thing here. But you representing your name or item, you put as an NFT domain. Okay, another one is that trading. Trading NFT, Ethereum and NFT is something like bound together. I believe that without Ethereum, very difficult NFT to exist. Because NFT require platform to run a block to run the transaction, the machine or engine. So Ethereum provide the engine of the blockchain so that you can do transaction trustworthy. As long as this all the Ethereum not honest, you can have a secure, not secure but honest transaction, a valid transaction over the NFT platform. I cannot say secure. Secure requires 3 things: confidentiality, integrity, and authentication. Non-repudiation also. But blockchain Ethereum only provide integrity and non-repudiation or authentication. They do not have encryption. No encryption. I don't want to go these fingers, okay? So no encryption. So no encryption, that means I cannot call it secure. They're missing one part. So so that's why we call it as it's something like a platform integrity platform lah. Okay, so Ethereum product share, okay, they say back end, they say you can do transaction something like a normal token in the Ethereum environment. So that's why a lot of people can easily write the code smart contract on the Ethereum so that they can do all NFT stuff. To buy NFT, you need to create a digital wallet to store your NFT or cryptocurrency. To store Ethereum so that you can buy NFT using Ethereum. You need also to purchase some cryptocurrency. Depend on NFT. Normally, it's Ethereum. Okay, you can also use platform like OpenSea, Coinbase, and Kraken to buy cryptocurrency. To buy, of course, Ethereum. Not recommended for the small fry you guys. Good knowledge, okay, but I think that it's not a game that you should play for investment. When you make a cryptocurrency purchase, you can move it from the exchange to your wallet. Exchange, this means that the place that you buy cryptocurrency, you want to withdraw back to your wallet. And remember that the exchange that happened to the previously I showed that the bankrupt, right? People store in the exchange the cryptocurrency. When the company become bankrupt, you cannot withdraw back. See? That's why you need to store very minimal amount in the cryptocurrency or exchange. Must not store too many things. Store inside the mobile wallet is better than store in the exchange. Example of Konami wallet. You can see here that the Konami also have an NFT interface. Inside Konami, this is my wallet. I just snapshot the couple pukul 6 suku lebih kurang tadi. I just snapshot for my wallet. cryptocurrency wallet. Bitcoin dropped $70,000, Ethereum $1,200. Classic, the one that I have a lot around. This one, I have a reason why I have Classic. I don't want to go detail. You don't have enough time. I also have Cash, Bitcoin Gold, and some of the cryptocurrency that I hold in my wallet. I can also use NFT platform here to buy something. Of course, I will not buy anything for NFT. I believe that not all everything is useful for me. Okay, because I don't do money laundering, so I do not use NFT platform. Okay, the most popular one NFT is called the web that we call it CryptoPunk. In CryptoPunk, this is, I believe that this is starter almost something like where the start come from. CryptoPunk. They create one 10,000 collective of the character, something like you play console game or Lego game using pixel and buy a game player, something like that, the old one, right? I think below year 2000, people play game console, everything, right? That's kind of character. Okay, so they have 10,000. You can choose all the character or the image as an avatar. You can buy it using NFT platform. I have a detailed example on this one, don't worry. So somehow this project inspired by modern crypto art. Somehow they go to a lot of the showcase. CNBC, Financial Times, Bloomberg. They also do many things. Okay, quite popular. So CryptoPunk on the early example of Non-Fungible Token on Ethereum. Okay, they were inspired for the ERC. You know that ERC 272 is the standard for the fungible token. The CryptoPunk smart contract that they developed for the NFT, this one, the idea was the inspiration for the ERC 721. So that's called ERC. Right now, if you want to write a non-fungible token, you need to use ERC Ethereum request comment. Ethereum, I'm not sure, I don't remember this one. 721 for the one that if you want to write a smart contract for the NFT. Ethereum request for comment, I think, IRC. Okay, that's the standard document for the Ethereum. So they got 10,000. They 10,000 unlimited, only 10,000, not more, not less. They have 10,000 unique character. In this 10,000, none of them identical. Look something like almost not similar, but not identical. This is, for example, the cartoon. Yes, so many. Okay, so a bit detail. This is another one that the most popular one is this guy. Okay, the number of this one 5822. Okay, this most popular one that being sold with badana. So badana is Japan, something like a pirate using put the head badana. So this one, the popular one, they have a lot of transaction. We're going to look at this one. Okay, CryptoPunk 5822. Okay, 481 Punk have this one. It means there is somebody, a lot of people buy. You can see that you can look at the transaction because the transaction based on blockchain, you can retrace back. For example, the latest one, this one, I just snapped up today, November 12th. This is the last transaction for the Punk 5822. So it's something like 5642 FD account transfer to the vault this something account. This is something like actually account but already using DNS. This guy already registered to DNS using I believe that .NFT. So they're using DNS, no longer using address. You can go back, retrieve back, at the end you can get back to the owner, original, the one submitting the contract. You can go back, retrieve back, this is one, and you go back, reverse, pressing, go back until at the beginning. Who are the one, you can see that who are the one that owner, the actual, the origin of the file can be uploaded. So you can see that the price also, that we can trace back all the transactions for the non-fungible token. Okay. When you click this one, you click this one, you click this thing. When I click November 12, 2022, you will go to this one. We go to the scan. whereby this is scan hosting the entire information about the Ethereum transaction in blockchain Ethereum. You can see from here the detail out. They are using ERC-20 token standard because at the moment there is no yet ERC-721 standard because CryptoPunk make the one that giving the coin ataupun the idea, the start of the 721 or the idea concept of an NFT. So you can see that they have this is the contract name, CryptoPunk of the details. This is where transaction hash for transferring the NFT image, and then this is a contract whereby the contract being stored for the transaction of the CryptoPunk. Okay, transaction value for transferring is around this amount. It's quite cheap. It's not a price. It's a transaction on transfer the thing. And then you can go to the blog and detail everything. We can go to the log and then go to the log. Okay, when you click the log here at the top here, you can see that they call API transfer, whereby from the account 0 something 60 to the account 4D. You can see here that from address from address to. That means this is from owner. The previous owner, this is the new owner at the bottom one. This value is amount. Amount is 1. Okay, amount, the price is 1. Can be only, I'm not sure what its value is. It's a 1 value. Okay, and it also called API Punk transfer. Okay, Punk with the value 1. Actually, what is the Punk index? 5822. You know that Punk index is the item of this one. So that means by the smart contract implementation, so the ownership of Punk 5822 go to the 4D 88 something address. This is the account of new owner of the Punk 5832. This is how it actually happened when you look at the transaction in the blockchain. This is smart contract that's submitted by CryptoPunk in the Ethereum. It's a scan, 2017. They're using a solidity 0.48. 4.8 is quite old. Okay, still working smart contract. And then they can have it, the name CryptoPunk. And then this is all the data structure that about, it's a metadata. For example, metadata for the offer, metadata for the bid. They have all metadata here. They put inside this for the transaction. They do not put the image, Punk, but the metadata only. Okay, they do not put the picture of Punk here. This is the API inside the smart contract for the CryptoPunk. They have a sign API, transfer, and also transfer, I believe that used for transfer token, transfer some value token. And Punk transfer is the API for transferring the image or the asset. Okay, this there is another all as well, Punk offer and all everything extra. Okay, so this is how they define the default value for the CryptoPunk market. For example, they define that they only have 10,000 total supply. Total supply of what? The picture of CryptoPunk. Okay, they only have 10,000 picture, right? That means they only have 10,000 supply of the CryptoPunk. So so at the end, the name is CryptoPunk, the symbol something C dot. This is all the information that smart contract of the CryptoPunk. I also do a lot of programming on the smart contract. You can go to my website here and then go to iExploTech. I share many smart contracts, Ethereum, for example, to RTM blockchain certificate, cashless wallet, for example, simple online wallet, this is for UPM, some draft. For example, this blockchain certificate then be used by RTM to verify some of the RTM project. You can go here. This one, this is the metadata of certificate. Name, IC, student ID, and everything you put. You can verify back certificate using the app that developed. But normally, I do not give everything. This is the default one. UiTM, within they have customization based on their need requirement and also privacy CDPA. So this is smart contract that you need to have skill to write smart contract if you want to make a customize of the NFT smart contract trading. If not, you just copy paste from the CryptoPunk or the latest version of the ERC-572. Okay, you can run the smart contract using Solidity Running IDE. You can simulate the transaction using this one. For example, you can go to here, simple online wallet. You can go this one. You can run the blockchain simulation here. Okay, you can write the contract, and then you can even deploy the smart contract into the, you see that here, RPFS, Swarm, these are the involving the public one. And then you can run the smart contract. For example, here, I can zoom here. For example, you want to run smart contract of the simple online wallet. You just click this one. This is simulation account inside the Remi IDE. It's online. You don't need to download it. Just run online. You can simulate the wallet, click deploy, and then you can have the API down here to simulate the API. You can put data and account, for example, you put name, address, token. You can run everything without need to having the entire implementation of blockchain. This smart contract, after you testing using the Remi IDE, you can deploy inside the Ethereum blockchain after you submit verification. For example, submit verification to Stability Meta and also verification some of the system to the Ethereum. That's how you can ensure that your smart contract is not malicious by submitting verifier to verifier. Okay, rewind back here. Now we can have another one is that we look at Malaysia NFT. I do not trust so much on the Malaysia NFT. Like I was telling you previously, they have a good idea, of course, but you need to be aware that anytime this NFT can be cleared off or down. My advice is that if you want to have an NFT, you need to register your company to the Sdn Bhd or Public Berhad. You need to have a SSM registration, all the things so that if you want to use Malaysia NFT, let's say something happened, you can go to the company, to the court at least. If you're somebody company do not provide everything or whatever, it's just something on the thin air, so don't upload things, okay? That's my advice lah. You don't want to lose everything because everybody can run away through web. You can go verify back the company to SSM. You can get verification so that saying that this company truly registered to SSM to do NFT stuff and also registered to the Suruhanjaya Security. Untuk asset dia, cryptocurrency, saya Suruhanjaya Security yang register juga. So you need to be aware that I don't want you guys to fail or to scam. Yeah, this is what is inside the nft.my. You can see that the idea also come CryptoPunk. You see the CryptoPunk here? They want to make a CryptoPunk Malaysia.my. Okay, they got only 301 items. Okay, that's the idea. CryptoPunk is the best one because the concept of NFT comes from the CryptoPunk. So that's the thing that the project sells. I do not recommend anything. I just want to show you guys Malaysia also got an NFT. This is whatever. Another one is a Pentas.io. Some people asking me about this Pentas.io. I don't want to comment anything, but if you truly you need to have registered SSM for the NFT platform, not just covering, and also you need to register asset ke apa ke kan. You have something like Mahathir Pang, so they put a gambar something like Avatar Pang Ahmadi and something like Abada or I don't know what is it using, probably a snail or something. So I don't see any value here for buying NFT, sell everything for the Pang thing. I believe that everything something like for money. So anyway, just for the can be used actually for the actual one. It depends. So you need to understand that many outside there use a blockchain technology or cryptocurrency for bad things. Okay, you need to be careful. And then almost the end of slide. Blockchain technology is new, should be integrated with the mindset of how could blockchain technology potentially benefit us rather than how we can make our problems fit into blockchain technology paradigm. Sometimes people say the blockchain is good, but I believe that sometimes using MySQL database also good. So you cannot say that all everything fit to blockchain. It's perfect one. So this is advised by the news, the one that providing the document blockchain technology overview. So you can look at this document if you want to learn a little bit on the layman what is about blockchain. So we need to make sure that we use blockchain to fit our problem, to fit our problem fit to the blockchain. Okay, not something that to make something that cannot be can be solved by something else better one. Why you need to put a blockchain there? Okay, blockchain can be used, for example, to verify integrity. Everything that involves integrity, yes. For encryption, no. If you want to really have an encryption base, probably secure environment encryption, you need to look at the Hyperledger Fabric. That's, I think, the best solution so far. Okay, talk about encryption, confidentiality. Go to Hyperledger Fabric. Fabric is not for public use. It's only within organization only. If talk about other blockchain, probably not popular one, probably they can be having encryption, but So far, in Ethereum, no encryption at all. You need to encrypt your file file. So far, we do not encrypt data in the blockchain. So that's a bit on the understanding to take only for the blockchain technology or the NFT. It's good. I'm glad that you all were willing to listen to my sharing. I'm not a scammer guy selling a token or whatsoever. I want to make sure that everybody choose the right thing because I believe that I want to create the people, you guys, the young ones, so that you can serve the country well. So if I'm a bad guy, I just come here to sell the cryptocurrency and token, asking you buy whatever NFT things, so that you claim that after 1 year you become rich. For example, you buy my NFT token, for example, some picture draw, the price right now is RM1. After 1 year, you become RM100. So that's totally wrong. It's not Islamic way. Okay, because we just life short in the world, but we're going to have forever life in heaven. So that's all from me. I listen back the sharing or when to have a quick QA right now. Silakan.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Anwar, for the great speech about the NFT. So now we have a basic understanding of NFT and how do NFTs work. So we are almost at the end of program. So now let's go to our next session, which is the question and answer session with our panel. So if you guys have any questions, you can open the mic or comment down in the Q&A box.
No question. No go to the NFT. Please do not give up the NFT. Yeah. Okay. If it's good people use the NFT, develop NFT, the thing will become good. Okay. Don't worry about that. I talk about scam and everything, right? Don't worry about that. We need good people to develop good things for a good country.
Doctor, we have one question here. So Faris asks, what do you think about Rich Cat Nation?
Rich Cat Nation, the NFT thing. Okay. So, okay. There's too many things. You consider it too big, too general. So what I'm going to say in general is that you can have that one, the concept of that. They also can not just Rich Cat Nation. You can have also something like Animal World. I see a lot of idea that want to have an NFT platform. And also they have also an NFT platform for the data analytics. Okay. So the idea is that I believe there's novelty there on the idea of having the NFT on that cat or even to charity. NFT can use for charity, not just for the pet, animal or whatever picture, for charity also good. So it depends that how you manage the when you want to. Normally when you do NFT, you must motivate to get money, right? Motivation to get money. No money, how you can pay the server, right? To hosting the web server, to pay the staff and everything. So for Malaysian, if you want to do charity, you register as charity company. If you want to do charity on cat and animal, you can register in Malaysia. You can claim some money people to you. For example, do charity, you can claim 20%, I think, as a management operational thing for the money that being given by donators. You can make also a donator platform using NFT that people can share whatever creative art they have. For example, I like to draw manga and everything. I don't have money so much. I can draw manga whatsoever. So I upload so that this money can go helping, for example, student that need money to have something like bantuan universiti yang tak ada duit nak bayar euro pengajian ke, yang terpaksa hujung semester kena block, tak ada masuk exam kan, tak ada kelas skip kan, nak ambil exam ke apa ke. So that's going to be the thing. It's just not for animal concept. They're also for human. I believe that helping human first. For example, your environment, you need to look at how NFT can make work so that you can help your friend that want to have a B40, right? Yang pendapatan rendah, B40, so that they can have money at least to get attend for the exam. To pay the pengajian. NFT can help. You can help donate by NFT way. This NFT product, when you have convocation event or some event or whatever you think, you can go do public, let people buy. Okay, buy the creative thing so that people buy the NFT art or the collective, so that the money go back charity to the animal, to the human, or probably to something else. the good things. That I looking the way on NFT. That's why also I'm not only look negative on NFT. I look this way. That's why I still going on this way NFT. If I truly look at the big picture of the world, people use NFT for the money laundering, of course. Doesn't make sense. The price of some picture are 2 Ether. It's around $2,600. Are you seeing it makes sense? So it doesn't make sense at all, right? That's why I say to you guys, NFT can do good things for the charity. So I can do helping the cat or try to not just cat, dog, stray cat, stray dog, and many things that. I think that's all.
All right. So next question. Are there any potential security risk association with using a non-fungible tokens?
Can you repeat back? What?
Are there any potential security risk association with using the non-fungible tokens?
Association with what? Association with?
Using a non-fungible tokens.
Before that?
Any potential security risk associated? Yeah.
Okay. So this one I believe that if you want to make this both thing, I think it's not impossible to do association between these things. It's not actually at the end linking between two things differences are fungible, non-fungible, or actual real time. For example, if we're talking about the virtual thing, you even can link that something like physical thing right now. You are talking about your car. You have a something like car, and then you have a grant, right? Or something like you have a house and everything. You've got something that proving that you ownership of the house. You can also use digital twin, putting as an NFT. You can representing that whatever you have physical world as a virtual thing, as an NFT thing. And then you put into the NFT, not NFT platform, something like digital twin. They call it the concept of digital twin. You can representing anything physical thing into a virtual thing. And then you can sell, for example, I want to sell my car or motorbike to you. I just sell through NFT platform or something like equivalent platform using digital twin technique. And immediately the ownership of the motorcycle go to your friend. So that's called digital twin so far. But digital twin is very hard to implement, because it's quite legal, because you need to go to LSDN to stamp, right? If you want to transfer a car, you want to transfer the house, buying house and everything, you need to have for Malaysian right now, you need to go to the LSDN to have a stamping, government stamping, so that all transaction become legal. So that's why we're talking about integrating between different platform of the NFT, fungible or non-fungible, it's okay, but the actual one, people look at how to make a digital twin, whereby you can present all physical thing as a visual, and then immediately can be executed through blockchain without require government authority to supervise and approve the thing. That's the next future vision, I think. That's the more association one. Whatever you see previously can be done. Okay. You're still young, don't worry. There are many things you can do. Okay, don't stop your head. This thing only that's no. You really must open. And because the NFT is developed by people. When you say that it's no good lah, I want to something else. So you take my NFT, modify the platform. Right? You make a new one for you.
Right. So for the next question, Nurazik asks, what are the example of a successful NFT project?
Okay. For Malaysian, I believe nothing yet. Okay. But for the international level, I believe that CryptoPunk is one good example, because people follow the CryptoPunk. But okay. But okay. To talk about the NFT successfully, it depends on what the thing you serve. If you really want to, for example, let's say I have a deal with the UKM, they want to make an NFT platform. Okay. The idea is the NFT platform to assist the university, so that university and students, so that they can have making a student can generate profit, because I know that you have something you want to sell digitally. Anything can be sold. So you can try to look at how to make creating a new business, a new way of business. We're talking about all the way business. You need to buka kedai kan, buka kedai, jaga kedai. That's all the way of business. Okay, orang tak pakai cara business lah. Orang nak business macam mana? Kadang tak semestinya perlu jual makanan apa semua, tapi mungkin jual gambar makanan pun dah jadi satu value. You draw gambar makanan kan, tak perlu jual makanan live pun hidup pun kan. So that's the idea of business right now. It's a virtually business. So anything that even you can make a wedding based rental for girls especially, makanan, rental, dresses, tudung, satu lagi lah digital fabric, mungkin you tak pernah dengar, baju yang bersuka color, automatic. Okay. So all these things you can use NFT to NFT platform to invest the project and also to sell the thing. So yang lain tu saya tak yakin, yang lain semua nak tipu you all ya. Banyakkan tu semua tak tahu macam mana apa the outcome daripada gambar-gambar yang jual tu, apa pergi mana. Yang saya nampak buat NFT untuk charity, bantu orang apa semua, saya nampak semua dia pergi. Bukan cepat nak ambil kaya lah. Saya kena you all kena faham that bila NFT dapat banyak profit, dia simpan NFT kat syarikat tu, I takut syarikat tu tutup, declare bankrupt, duit tu diambil oleh platform developer. I takut yang tu lah. You tak ada undang-undang nak selamatkan you. Kalau you lost kat tu, tak boleh buat apa. Sebab dia investment. You lost the investment, so syarikat tutup, bankrupt, you tak dapat claim apa. You pergi report ke Sabisi Malaysia ke PDRM ke dia ke, dari negara pun tak boleh buat apa. At the end, you still lost. So that's all I think.
Okay, so for the last question, Faris asked, Jiao Changpeng, the founder of Binance, is expanding his influence for a Binance token. Do you think Malaysia need to open up to Binance as one of the transaction?
Previously, I mentioned to you guys, right, there is one big also went down, right? The big, the competitor, actually Binance, lastly they have a big competitor. I believe that in my last slide, a couple ones that go back. The challenge kat sini, wait I'm going to share with you guys. I reopen the slide. Okay, I will share the slide. Okay, based on the slide, previously FTX is the one that always sparring with Binance. When FTX gone, lost, the Binance become the first, okay, the champion. So right now, you are telling me that you are willing to let somebody foreign country, the server is not Malaysia, in Malaysia at all, you allow to do big transaction over foreign server, it's up to you. First of all, it's up to you. If you're willing to have losses, something like FTX, if FTX went down or something happened, you cannot receive back anything. Okay, if you truly, even Ethereum also, if you truly were Ethereum down, all the whatever platform based on Ethereum smart contract will be paid. Okay, that's the risk. You need to do a risk analysis. If you just want to have something like my cryptocurrency, I previously I'm showing to you guys, right? Just couple of the this one, okay. I don't mind lah. You can use Luna, Alono. You can have small cryptocurrency or just small NFT things, just below probably $1,000. It's not losses, something that you playing game only. But if you truly want to invest on the cryptocurrency, you need to have something like law tied in, so that if nothing happen, you can sue them back. Somehow, you can claim the collateral. The problem is that you cannot claim the collateral. Whatever happened, collateral damage is all totally up to you. If you especially in foreign country, you cannot go sue. But in foreign country, you need to have a lawyer there, sue there, and then the money is gone. What you can do for sue? If it's a bankrupt, you cannot do anything at all. So investing in foreign country, as I say, Vietnam, for the cryptocurrency exchange, okay, probably okay. But to invest so many things, I am not truly recommended yet for Malaysians, because we do not have something that somebody good business or analysis on the cryptocurrency works. But right now you see that cryptocurrency went down, right? The market crashed, right? What are you going to do if it truly crash? So I'm a very courteous guy. when about safety and also losses. So I hope that when you want to have something like Binance, I agree if you want to have a small scale, but if you truly want to build something like level nation, I'm not recommended yet. I prefer to have Malaysian exchange. Malaysian made from Malaysian. Something like China have their own exchange for cryptocurrency. They also have digital yuan. Not yen, yuan. They run their own cryptocurrency digital base. So why not put another country? Right now we talk about Binance, you are relying on US dollar. Why you want to rely on dollar? Dollar right now going down. China is the one to take over the World Bank on the currency right now. China control partner with the Brazil, India, want to create another World Bank. It's Asian Bank, something like that. So the market is shifting. If you truly want to invest, so you need to look at the one, so that before you want to have a big scale of the collaboration with another people. Okay, I think that's all my opinion. I'm not a business guy or economic, but if you look at it the way, it's not safe to play that kind of game.
All right. Sorry, Doctor, we do have another question. What is the best and safest platform to invest in crypto?
Platform to invest in crypto, okay. You need to understand that for me, investing in cryptocurrency almost haram. First, why? There is no muamalat Islam dalam itu. As a Muslim, muamalat Islam ada akad. Kalau you pergi bank Islam ada perjanjian, return balik. Kalau duit tu hilang ke apa ke, macam mana nak refund. Kalau you meninggal mati, macam mana waris nak ambil balik harta tu. Muamalat Islam tak ada dalam cryptocurrency. Kena faham tak cryptocurrency investment. NFT mungkin boleh dah sebab you ada tahu account password semua, mungkin. Tapi you need to make sure that muamalat Islam lepas tu. Bukan saja jual haram main judi kan, tapi macam mana muamalat Islam dilakukan. Itu yang paling penting sekali. Dia ada akad dia. Kebanyakan dalam cryptocurrency ni, dia janji macam-macam untung macam kata saya kat tadi, invest RM1 selepas setahun jadi RM10,000, RM1,000. There is no something that semua agent cakap macam tu. That's why investment in cryptocurrency quite dangerous. Investment in blockchain technology, okay. Cryptocurrency saya ni cryptocurrency saya tunjuk yang tu tadi yang kat mobile app tu, pada tahun 2020, total cryptocurrency saya ada actually 9,000 lebih USD sebenarnya. Harga tengah naik. Masa tu Bitcoin tengah naik 64,000 USD. Saya tak jual. Saya tunjuk sekarang ni harga dah turun balik, tinggal saja 1,000 lebih kan. Dolar kan, sebab harga jatuh. That's the thing investment. Kalau you berani bertahan sekarang ni, kadang-kadang saya jangka Bitcoin akan turun sampai, biasanya dia kena bahagi 6 atau bahagi 5 pada harga jatuh. Katakanlah harga dia naik 64,000, you bahagi dengan 6, probably that's the worst price akan jatuh. You beli waktu tu, you akan tunggu lagi 2 tahun ataupun setahun, 2 tahun ke 3 tahun, dia akan naik harga balik mungkin 100,000. Menurut jangkaan dia kata, tahun 2024, harga akan mencecah 100,000 USD per Bitcoin. Siapa yang kaya memang dia boleh play. Okay, dia boleh play siap-siap. Sebab dia dah ada semua duit, so dia invest balik bagi naik harga je. Dia beli bagi banyak bagi naik harga. Memang jadi 100,000 tu. Sebab dia dah jual untung banyak lah. Dia akan buat balik dengan 100,000. 2024 ialah 100,000 USD. Bitcoin naik. Itu yang dia janji. Sama juga macam janji baru-baru ni, mencecah lebih kurang muka ini menjadi. Yang pada tahun lepas kan, menjadi. So that thing that investment in blockchain boleh, contohnya you buat blockchain certificate, scroll, it's good. Even cryptocurrency, mungkin you buat platform NFT, syarikat you berdaftar dengan SSM, tak ada tipu apa, partner you tak tipu, tak buat lari duit, developer yang ni kena jujur, boleh. Nyakanya tipu-tipu partner bertipu. So nak buat platform ni. That's challenging lah untuk for local startup macam you all kan. Nak dapat investment kat Malaysia susah. Okay.
Alright. Okay. I think that's all. Okay. We would like to apologize for not being able to entertain all the questions, but I think Dr. Anuar has given us a lot of information and new knowledge about the NFT. So last but not least, before we put this program into an end, let us all celebrate with another photography session. So everyone, please turn your webcam and put on your best smile. Yeah. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Thank you. Students are reminded to scan the QR code for attendance and feedback. So everyone, the program has finally come to its end. Once again, thank you for our panelists today, Dr. Anwar, and everyone for gracing this program with your presence. I, Nur Alia, would like to take a chance to seek for your apology for any wrongdoings or mistakes throughout our session today. So with that, we end the program today with Tasbih Kifara and Suratul As. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Bye semua. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Dr.
Sama.
Thank you, Doktor.
Welcome.
Thank you, Doktor.